What if the greatest discoveries of the modern age never reached us? What if one man had the blueprint for free energy, weather control, and weapons so powerful they could end wars before they began, and those secrets were locked away, hidden from the world? This is the story of Nikola Tesla, the forgotten genius whose inventions may have been buried not because they failed, but because they worked too well. Nikola Tesla is remembered as the eccentric genius who gave us alternating current, the foundation of radio, and the promise of wireless technology. But beyond the patents we study and the experiments we celebrate lies a shadowy narrative, one wrapped in secrecy, speculation, and conspiracy. Tesla was not just an inventor, he was a visionary centuries ahead of his time. He imagined a world without wires, where energy flowed freely across continents, where machines could be powered by the very earth itself, and where storms could be summoned or silenced at will. But these ideas posed a danger, not to the people, but to the powerful. When Tesla died in 1943, the FBI rushed into his New York hotel room, confiscating trunks filled with documents and blueprints. Official records claim there was nothing revolutionary. Yet whispers persist. Papers describing a death ray capable of vaporizing aircraft, diagrams of anti-gravity flying machines, and formulas for pulling unlimited energy from the atmosphere. Why were these inventions never revealed? Some say corporate titans like J.P. Morgan suppressed them to protect oil and electricity profits. Others believe governments seized the technology for secret military programs, weaponizing Tesla's discoveries. From the mysterious Tunguska explosion to the controversial HAARP program, traces of Tesla's lost genius seem to echo through history. This is not just a story of a man and his inventions. It is a story of control, suppression, and the possibility that the future we were promised was stolen from us. The genius in the shadows. Nikola Tesla, often called the man who invented the 20th century, gave us alternating current, radio foundations, wireless transmission, and remote control. But beyond his accepted contributions, there exists a shadowy legacy, a body of work so radical, so disruptive, that it allegedly threatened governments and corporations alike. When Tesla died alone in his New York hotel room in 1943, FBI agents rushed in and confiscated his papers. Officially, they contained nothing revolutionary. Conspiracy theorists, however, tell another story, one of lost weapons, stolen energy, and secret experiments. 1. The death ray, Teleforce. Tesla described his most dangerous invention as a particle beam weapon capable of shooting down airplanes and vaporizing armies. He called it Teleforce, but newspapers sensationalized it as the death ray. Tesla claimed it used focused streams of particles accelerated to extreme velocities. He pitched the design to the US, Britain, and the Soviet Union. None officially adopted it. After his death, his files vanished into classified archives. Conspiracy view: modern directed energy weapons, lasers, microwave cannons, are descendants of Tesla's death ray. Some suggest the US military perfected the technology decades ago, hidden under black budget projects. 2. Free wireless energy, Wardenclyffe Tower. Tesla's Wardenclyffe Tower, built on Long Island in 1901, was not just for wireless telegraphy. His true goal? Free global energy. Tesla believed the Earth itself could conduct electrical energy, allowing wireless distribution of power. His vision? No wires, no fuel, just limitless power drawn from nature. J.P. Morgan, who initially funded it, pulled out once he realized there was no way to charge people for free energy. Conspiracy view: corporations, fearing the collapse of oil, coal, and electric monopolies, deliberately buried Tesla's work. Today's clean energy crisis may already have a solution, locked away in Tesla's missing papers. 3. The Tunguska event, 1908. On June 30, 1908, a mysterious explosion leveled 2,000 square kilometers of Siberian forest. Official science: a meteor exploded mid-air. But no meteor fragments were ever found. Conspiracy view: Tesla tested his Wardenclyffe tower by directing an enormous energy pulse to Siberia. If true, the Tunguska blast was the first test of a global energy weapon. Conveniently, Wardenclyffe Tower was dismantled shortly after. 4. Weather control and HAARP. Tesla once said, "Electrical power can be used to control the weather." He theorized the ionosphere could be manipulated to create storms, droughts, or even earthquakes. Decades later, the US launched HAARP in Alaska, officially to study the ionosphere. Its massive antenna arrays can beam powerful radio waves into the upper atmosphere. Conspiracy view: HAARP is Tesla's legacy, a weather control weapon disguised as science. Critics allege it can generate hurricanes, disrupt communications, and even trigger earthquakes, all based on Tesla's suppressed ionospheric research. 5. UFO technology and anti-gravity. Tesla sketched futuristic flying machines powered by electromagnetic fields rather than fuel. Some resembled saucers with vertical lift capabilities. He hinted at anti-gravity propulsion, decades before the first rocket launches. Conspiracy view: Tesla's anti-gravity research was confiscated after his death and became the foundation for secret aerospace projects. UFO sightings, according to some theorists, may not be alien at all, but human craft powered by Tesla's forgotten science. 6. The Philadelphia Experiment connection. In 1943, the year Tesla died, the US Navy allegedly conducted the Philadelphia experiment, making a warship invisible using electromagnetic fields. Survivors spoke of horrific side effects: men fused into steel, madness, and disorientation. The story remains contested, but Tesla's name frequently surfaces as the intellectual root of the experiment. Conspiracy view: Tesla himself had experimented with high-voltage resonance and warned of dangers. Some claim he refused to continue his involvement, fearing catastrophic consequences. 7. The FBI files and final mystery. When Tesla died, the US Office of Alien Property seized his belongings. The official story: they found nothing of practical value. Later, declassified files confirmed some documents were studied under Project Nick, the rest still missing. Conspiracy view: those missing papers hold the secrets to Tesla's death ray, free energy, and anti-gravity propulsion. They were either buried by corporations, weaponized by militaries, or perhaps still hidden in vaults, waiting to change the world. Epilogue: the vanished future. Tesla once said, "The present is theirs, the future, for which I really worked, is mine." Conspiracies around his suppressed inventions suggest that future may have already arrived, just out of reach. Whether hidden for profit, weaponized for power, or lost in the chaos of history, Tesla's lost inventions represent humanity's greatest what-if. Nikola Tesla's studies and inventions weren't exactly prevented, but his work was often undermined, ignored, or underfunded for several reasons. 1. Conflict with powerful industrialists. Tesla's ideas, such as free wireless energy through his Wardenclyffe Tower, threatened the business models of financiers like J.P. Morgan and energy magnates who profited from metered electricity. If Tesla succeeded in transmitting power wirelessly and freely, it would have destroyed the profit motive of the emerging electric utility industry. 2. Competition with Edison and Westinghouse. Tesla's rivalry with Thomas Edison, the war of currents, damaged his reputation. While Tesla promoted alternating current, AC, Edison was heavily invested in direct current, DC. Although AC eventually won, Edison's smear campaign slowed Tesla's recognition. Even with George Westinghouse's support, Tesla often lost influence because Edison had stronger political and financial backing. 3. Lack of financial stability. Tesla was a visionary, but not a businessman. He frequently abandoned projects before they could be commercialized, and he often relied on wealthy backers who withdrew support when profit wasn't immediate. For example, Morgan cut off funding for Wardenclyffe once he realized there was no way to monetize free energy. 4. Ahead of his time. Many of Tesla's ideas, wireless power transmission, remote control, turbines, death rays, global communications, were so advanced that the technology and infrastructure of his era couldn't support them. Investors saw them as impractical or unprofitable. 5. Government suppression and secrecy. After Tesla's death in 1943, the FBI seized his documents. While most were later released, some were classified, leading to theories that governments suppressed or exploited his studies for military purposes, e.g., radar, directed energy weapons, or communication systems. Checkmark. In short, Tesla's studies weren't outright banned, but economic interests, lack of support, and his futuristic vision meant his greatest inventions never reached full potential. The legacy they tried to bury. History remembers Nikola Tesla as a brilliant but eccentric inventor, the man who lit the world with alternating current, then faded into obscurity. But what if that story is incomplete? What if Tesla's decline was not the natural fate of a dreamer who flew too close to the sun, but the result of deliberate suppression? Tesla's true vision was nothing less than a world liberated from greed, where energy flowed freely, not sold by the kilowatt, where machines lifted by electromagnetic force made borders meaningless, where the climate itself could be calmed, healed, or restored. Such a future would have stripped empires of their power and industrialists of their wealth. Is it any wonder his backers abandoned him, his tower was torn down, and his notes were locked away in government vaults? Today, more than a century later, we are still chained to oil, fossil fuels, and corporate monopolies. We still suffer under wars fought for resources, blackouts caused by profit-driven scarcity, and technologies that enrich the few instead of empowering the many. Tesla warned us. He gave us glimpses of a future beyond these chains, and then that future was stolen. So we must ask, did Tesla fail, or did humanity fail Tesla? Perhaps the most dangerous thing about his inventions was not their destructive potential, but their ability to set humanity free. And if even part of his suppressed genius still exists, locked away in military archives, hidden in corporate vaults, or simply forgotten, then maybe Tesla's words will come true. The present is theirs. The future, for which I really worked, is mine. The question is, will we have the courage to reclaim it?